Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin here from Hatch, and in today's video we're going to be highlighting the Hypo gene. But before we get into that, huge shout out to my man Jeff at Reptiles. If you're looking for some true ghost stuff, which is hypoazanthic stuff, go and check him out. He's a really good guy, got some amazing stuff. Go check him out, Reptiles on Instagram. And I was actually going to shoot a Hypo Clown video today, but I thought I'd break it up into a Hypo video, next week a Clown video, and then we'll get into the Hypo Clowns. So let's get straight into the Hypo stuff. We're going to start really simple, and then we're going to get kind of crazy. I was going to show some hets, but honestly, I have way too much Hypo stuff. I can't even put all of it in the video. I was going to show some adults, but a lot of them are in shed right now. So we're going to skip most of the adults, maybe show one or two, maybe just an adult normal Hypo. But let's get straight into the babies right now. So starting off really simple, here we have a Hypo, and this one's double het for Monsoon Clown. You can see Hypo's a really nice color mutation. It takes that normal palette of the ball python and just changes it completely. You get a lot more muted tones. All those blacks translate into grays and purples, and it really highlights those oranges and sometimes yellow tones. And we're actually going to jump into an adult right now just to show you how they age. Here's a larger example of a Hypo, and this girl is actually het for Monsoon, and you can just see how well they age. Hypos are known to be one of the best aging genes, even better than Enhancer and Desert Ghost. And stay tuned because I am going to have Enhancer Desert Ghost video coming up. I know a lot of people love Enhancer Desert Ghost stuff, and as well as the Hypo stuff. When you work them together, you get some really cool stuff, and we actually got a couple of Enhancer Hypos to show you. You can just see how well the Hypo ages, and in some cases they look even better as adults than they do as babies. And this is just a really cool female. She's getting back into the breeding rotation right now, and hopefully sometime this year I can have some Hypo Monsoon for you. One thing I love about Hypo is it gives it this really cool effect that it makes the snake look like it's in shed, and you really get that look with the snake right here. This is a yellow belly Hypo, 100% het for Ultramel, 66% double het for Clown Pied, and you can just see how well yellow belly interacted with the Hypo. Of course, you have the het Ultramel in there, which is going to enhance the colors a little bit, as well as the possible het Pied and the possible het Clown. But this is just a really stunning snake, and even adding something as little as yellow belly, which really doesn't look that different inside of a normal snake, when you add Hypo to it, can really make it pop. Just to switch it up a little bit and show you the depth of this gene, I'm going to show you some bigger snakes as well as just the hatchlings, so you can see just how well they age. And right here we have a Leopard Hypo. This one is triple het for Ultramel Clown Pied. It's also 50% het for Monsoon. I never got this girl shed tested. I probably should, but with a pattern like that, I'm not too sure if I need to get her shed tested. I'll probably do it anyway, just for good measures. But a really nice looking snake. Leopard likes to bring in a lot more darker tones, and when you add that with the Hypo, all those darks translate into really nice purples. You'll see with other snakes I show in a little bit later. But I really love the tones in the snake, and the wacky pattern on this one definitely makes it that much better. But you can see kind of that contrast with the nice grays and those deeper gray purple tones, and you still have that really nice yellowish tan color on the top. And this is a really cool looking snake. Can't wait to hit the actual quad gene. So sticking to the bigger Hypos, here we have a Hypo Pied, and this girl is a really exceptional example of a Hypo Pied. I like the high pattern pieds the most, and she has a really nice color to her. She's also 100% het for Clown, and you can just see how nice the Hypo works with the Pied. It brings in these really nice oranges and green hues, and if you add other genes into it, you can really make that green pop. A lot of people don't like to work with Pied, but adding another color palette like Hypo can really spice it up and turn those normal Pieds into something extraordinary. Here we have an Enchi Hypo Pied, and this one's actually het for Rainbow and possibly het for Azanthic as well. And you can just see how well Enchi works with the Hypo. A lot of times, unless you have other genes in the mix, it gives you this really nice greenish tone, and it translated really well into the Pied. Once again, I love the high pattern Pieds, and Enchi just works great for that. And that worked really good for the Hypo too, because you get to see a lot more of the Hypo coloring. And this snake's squirming around a lot. We tried getting in the light box. She's a little bit too big, and she's just not cooperating. So hopefully I can get some really good shots of her right now, so you can see her colors. A lot of people love to hate on Pastel, but right here we have a Pastel Enchi Hypo, double het Rainbow Pied, and once again we're getting that really nice rainbow enhancement coming up from the belly. But looking at this snake, you can see how well Pastel ages with the Hypo. I wouldn't really go super Pastel because you might wash it out a little bit too much, but one dose of Pastel is plenty enough, especially when you have cleaning and enhancing genes like Enchi in there. You can just see how really clean the sides are and how Pastel amplified the colors inside of the Enchi and made them glow. And this is just a really good example of a Pastel Enchi Hypo. Once again, I think the rainbow has something to do with that, but I can't wait to hit the Pastel Enchi Hypo Rainbow Pied. Next up, we have this Butter Orange Dream Hypo Double Het for Clown Rainbow. And a lot of people like to hate both on Butter and the whole Bell Complex, but Bell Complex works so well inside a Hypo. You can see Butter brings in those really nice soft tones. When you're working with Orange Dream, it's going to clean it up a little bit better and make the tones that much softer, especially with the Hypo in there. Everything that's dark turns into this nice gray purple tone. When you have Lesser or Butter with Orange Dream, you don't really have any dark tones. That's why we're getting a lot of muted purples in here and really nice oranges coming through all the way up into the dorsal. This is a really nice combo, and I can't wait to go and get this even further, probably adding Enchi into this, another dose of Orange Dream, and maybe some pattern mutations like Confusion. Next up right here, we have an Enchi Leopard Orange Dream Hypo, and this one once again is double het for Rainbow Clown. And that rainbow is just bringing in so much nice tones, kind of changing the color palette of the Hypo a little bit, making it a little bit harder to pick up on camera. But these guys look insane in person, and when you have a Leopard, Enchi, and Orange Dream in here, you get a lot of really nice tones. If you look at the head, you have a really nice orange head stamp. I love the way that Leopard and Enchi work together. And you have that really nice connecting eye bands going all the way to the back of the head. And then you're getting that really nice soft tones into the dorsal, that yellowish green tone on the pattern and the alien heads. And then you're getting those really nice purples and soft orange tones in between, making the snake look amazing. This next snake looks insane for Pastel. The tones in it and the colors and the saturation, it just almost doesn't look real. This is a Pastel Enchi Orange Dream Fire Hypo double het for Rainbow Clown, and this guy is just insane looking. I love the flaming he has going all the way up into his dorsal. Definitely think there's a nice effect with the het rainbow and the Hypo stuff. The Hypo rainbow stuff looks amazing together, but this once again almost looks like a visual DG. There was no DG in the pairing. When you put Pastel in the right combos, you can make some really beautiful snakes. To end off the Hypo Rainbow Clown project, here we have a Black Pewter Leopard OD Fire Hypo double het Clown Rainbow and 50% het for Pied. And with a ringer like that, I'm pretty sure there's no need for the test. I really like the way that Hypo came in and muted all those really dark tones. Of course you have Pastel in here with the black Pastel, which makes that really nice pewter color, but Hypo turned it up a notch into a really nice lighter gray tone, taking all those blacks, making them gray as well, and almost purple in some places. And then we have this really nice yellowish flaming coming up from the belly, and once again that's a trait with the het rainbow. A really nice snake, and I can't wait to go and see how this girl ages. Going back to the Bell Complex, right here we have a Mojave Hypo het for Monsoon. Mojave being such a dark gene, Hypo translated really well into it, and taking all those really dark colors and making them a really nice crisp purplish gray. Even though there's a lot of dark tones, you have a really nice contrast with that nice creamy yellow you have on the dorsal. Bell Complex can be very versatile inside of the Hypo gene. When you add some other codominant genes into the mix, you can really mix it up and change the colors, make it that much deeper of a purple gray, or even a really nice light gray. Here we have a Mojave Fire Hypo double het Monsoon Clown, and you can just see how fire took the overall color of the Mojave Hypo and made it that much more brighter. It gave us some really nice flaming as well, and you can probably tell from the last snake and this snake, Het Monsoon really affects the pattern and the overall color of the snake. It makes it a little bit darker and deeper. That's why this is probably not as faded as a lot of the other Fire Mojave Hypos you're seeing online. It's just the Het Monsoon bringing in some darker tones, which is still keeping a lot of those really nice rich purples inside of the Hypo. This right here is a Black Pastel Leopard Orange Dream Hypo double het Clown Monsoon, 50% het for Pied, and with that really nice dorsal stripe, the nice chaining on the sides, and that really cool ringer on the side there. Definitely going to say this one's going to prove het for Pied. You can see adding some more darker genes like Leopard and Black Pastel really turned up the purples a notch and those really dark grays. And even though you still have Orange Dream in the mix, it's cleaning up the sides a little bit, bringing a lot more of those orange hues into the creams you're seeing down the dorsal and the side pattern, as well as those really nice oranges you're seeing in the tail. This is a really nice snake, and I can't wait to go see some Hypo Monsoons, especially with genes like this in the mix. Next up, we got this really cool Leopard Orange Dream Hypo double het Monsoon Clown, and this guy is just looking insane. I love that really nice head stamp and the overall wacky pattern. Even though Orange Dream in there, you can see the Het Monsoon fighting with the Orange Dream trying to clean it up and the Het Monsoon trying to whack it out. It's got a really nice overall pattern, and once again the Het Monsoon bringing in all those really nice dark tones, and Leopard being such a really nice darkening gene. Even though Orange Dream's in there, you got those really nice deep grays once again, almost purple, with some really nice orange flaming coming up from the belly, and those creamy yellow alien heads in dorsal pattern. A really nice looking snake, and I think adding another dose of Orange Dream in here, even something like Mandarin, could really turn the snake and make the oranges pop. This next one's one of my favorite hatchlings from last season, and a really great example of a hypo combo. This is a Leopard Mojave Black Pastel Orange Dream Hypo Triple Het Monsoon Clown Pied, and you could just see how crazy the pattern was affected with the Het Pied and the Het Monsoon, and then you could just see how nice the purples and the gray tones are in this snake. Black Pastel and Mojave make a really nice dark snake. Adding Leopard in there will darken it up a little bit more, and then Orange Dream brought in all those really nice tones you're having. And I just love the ending of this girl. She's got a really vibrant ringer with some nice oranges coming through and gray purples in the mix. And then she has that really nice Orange Dream dragging of the pattern on both sides. This one's definitely going to be a holdback, and I'm not too sure what it's going to do with all these genes and those quad recessive potential in here. But definitely a holdback and a snake that I can't wait to produce with in the future. Here we have a Black Pastel Orange Dream Hypo, 100% Het for Clown, 50% Het for Monsoon. Some really good markers. I really like that wacky pattern you're seeing right there in the middle, as well as some of those donuts inside of the dorsal. But once again, a really nice hypo combo. Once you get those dark genes and even add some of those enhancing genes and oranging genes inside of there, you can get some really nice colors. Those are almost Cheeto colors you're seeing inside of the pattern there, as well as that really nice orange and purple dust tones you're getting in between the alien heads, just making the snake glow and look really cool. Here we have a Black Pastel Leopard Hypo Het Clown possible Het for Monsoon, and Black Pastel and Leopard once again is a very dark snake. This time we don't have Orange Dream in it, and you can see how really nice those really dark grays and purples are in the snake. It looks amazing, and I love the contrast with that really nice creamy dorsal and pattern along the sides. The snake is really amazing, and I love the wacky pattern throughout. It's got really nice graniting and almost hurricane-like pattern there, which is really good for the Het Monsoon markers. I'm gonna go and get it tested just to be sure, but probably gonna give this one to my girlfriend. She's been eyeing it for a long time. I've just been slacking with the shed test, but with markers like this, you almost don't even need a shed test. Once again, this is one of my favorite hatchlings from this past season, and here we have a special Orange Dream Hypo Double Het Monsoon Clown, and I really wasn't expecting this interaction between Special and Orange Dream and the Hypo. I was thinking there'd be a lot more oranges, but not this bright. It almost has like a DG effect to it, and this snake is just amazing. I love those grays. They're not really that purple in the dorsal. They do have a little bit of a purple tone to it, but you have a lot more purple in that head stamp right there with the nice oranges contrasting it. And I just really like the overall dark tone in the dorsal of the snake. The Het Monsoon really helping dark out the combo, and then once again that contrast with the Orange Dream Special and the Hypo working together, giving you that really nice pop, almost like a DG. Here we have an Orange Dream Fire Enhancer Hypo, and this one is Het for Clown, possible Het for G-Stripe, and this actually happened by accident. It wasn't until I sold my male that I realized that he was Het Enhancer. He was always possible Het from the pairings, but I never thought he was because I missed on one pairing, and that just goes to say that you should always go and shed test your males. But once again, Enhancer or DG works really good with the Hypo, and you could just see in the snake all those really nice faded, almost blue tones, those purplish blues you're seeing inside of between the pattern there. You have really nice flaming coming up from the belly in between the pattern, and a really nice pale but almost electric yellow coming through there. And I just love the head on the snake. It's really nice and faded, but it still has that pop that the Enhancer's coming in. And the snake's actually in shed right now, not looking at her best, and I'm sure with a couple more sheds the Enhancers look really bad as babies, and they really start to peak out at around 900 to 1,000 grams and look amazing into adulthood. So I'm definitely going to give you guys some updates on the snake into the future. And to finish off the Hypo video, I thought I'd give you a sneak peek at a Hypo Clown combo. I'm not going to mention what it is. There's some B-roll on it, of course. It's a little hard to get these colors, especially because this guy is in shed right now. But hopefully for the Hypo Clown video, he's got a fresh shed on him. That's going to be out in 2 weeks. Stay tuned next week for the clown video. Comment down below which one of these snakes was your favorite. Mine's probably going to be this one. But you guys are going to have to wait 2 weeks to go find out what he is. Stay tuned for that one. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.